Rancho German. Rancho German, also called Rancho de Hermann or Rancho de Ross, was a 17,580-acre 71.1 km2 Mexican land grant in present-day Sonoma County, California, given in 1846 by Governor Pío Pico to Ernest Rufus. Rufus named the ranch after Herman, the German hero who defeated the Roman legions in the Battle of the Teutoburg Forest at the time of the Emperor Augustus. Herman in Spanish would be written German. The name Rancho de Hermann appears on the diseno, but the expedient has German. The grant extended along the Pacific coast from the Gualala River on the north to Salt Point State Park on the south, and included present-day Gualala, see Ranch and Stewart's Point. History. The Mexican government, which had been concerned about the Russian presence at Fort Ross, was happy to see them leave in 1841, but less pleased when the Russian-American company sold it to John Sutter. The position of the Mexican government had been that neither land nor improvements had ever belonged to the Russians, and hence they could not legally be transferred to anyone else. Within 2 years after the purchase of Fort Ross, everything Sutter considered salvageable had been removed to his Rancho New Helvetia. In 1843, William Binitz, from Baden, Germany, became manager of Sutter's Fort Ross holdings. In 1844, Sutter leased the land to Binitz and a partner, Ernest Rufus, from Württemberg. Both Binitz and Rufus had been officers in Sutter's militia. That transaction again brought into question the validity of Sutter's title to the property. In 1845, Wilhelm Binitz and Ernest Rufus petitioned the Mexican Governor Pío Pico for a grant of 5 square leagues. Before the award of the land grant, Rufus invited German immigrants Frederick Hugel and Henry Hager to assist him in developing the grant. Rufus, a naturalized Mexican citizen, went to Los Angeles to petition for the land, which in 1846 was granted to Rufus in his name alone. At that time, the Mexican authorities did not like making grants to multiple owners. Rufus gave 1¼ square leagues each to Hugel and Hager, leaving 1¼ square leagues each to Binitz and Rufus. In 1849, Manuel Torres, grantee of Rancho Muniz on Rancho German's southern border, sold Rancho Muniz to Binitz and Rufus. Binitz and Rufus now owned approximately 2/3 of the Sonoma County coastline, from the Gualala River in the north to the Russian River in the south. Rufus left the partnership in June 1849. William Binitz took another partner, Charles Theodore Mayer, also a German immigrant. In July 1849, Binitz and Mayer bought out Hugel. With the cession of California to the United States following the Mexican-American War, the 1848 Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo provided that the land grants would be honored. As required by the Land Act of 1851, a claim for Rancho German was filed with the Public Land Commission in 1852, and the grant was patented to William Binitz, Charles Mayer, Carlos F. Glain, Joshua Hendy, and Samuel M. Duncan in 1872. Samuel Duncan and Joshua Hendy established a sawmill on the ridge behind Salt Point in 1853. In 1855, Joshua Hendy sold his share to Alexander Duncan, brother of Samuel. Before the official survey was made, Glain, Hendy, and Duncan sold their shares of the rancho to Henry B. Platt. However, the official survey area of the rancho was about 4 square leagues less than the 5 square leagues of the original grant. This led to several lawsuits adjusting boundaries. By 1855, German immigrants William Biffler and Charles Wagner acquired title to the northern 21/2 square leagues of Rancho German. Biffler bought out Wagner's interest in 1857. William Biffler, 1828, was born in Eppingen, Baden, Germany, and emigrated with parents to America, settling in Baltimore. Biffler arrived in San Francisco in 1849, where he apprenticed as a butcher for a couple of years before becoming a partner in a cattle ranch operation on Rancho Huichica in western Napa County in 1852. Bithler remained at Rancho Huichica until 1859, when he purchased a ranch Lakeville. When Bithler acquired his Rancho German property in 1855, he sent back to Baltimore for his two young nephews to join him and manage his two cattle ranches. The younger Christian Stengel, along with Adam Knipp, would operate the Rancho German property. Beginning in the 1860s, Knipp and Stengel gradually bought 3,220-acre 13.0 km2 from Bithler. Between 1872 and 1882, Robert Rutherford bought 985-acre 3.99 km2 from Bithler, but lost it 13 years to foreclosure. In 1903, Knipp and Stengel began selling off their land to Bender Brothers Mill and Lumber Company, which also acquired the Rutherford Ranch. Starting in 1910, Walter P. Frick bought up parcels of the ranch and unified them as the Del Mar Ranch. Historic sites of the Rancho. Knipp and Stengel Ranch Barn. Knipp and Stengel built the C Ranch Barn that is now in the National Register of Historical Buildings and the California Register of Historical Resources. References